Good evening, everyone. This is Rehana Jaina from Constantia Consulting. For those of you who don't know me, I provide HR consulting services to those businesses that do not need a full-time HR person in their business, but however still require advice around employment legislation, how to recruit, retain, engage, and motivate staff. So that's what I do. And I've been reading a book lately by one of the leaders on leadership, and I came across a section in the book which I thought is so critical for the period that we are in today. There's a pandemic worldwide, and I think true leaders are shown in terms of how they lead during a crisis. And any crisis is a difficult situation, but I think that's where the characteristics of a true leader comes out. And there are some points that I thought was quite practical that came out in the section of the book. And they said what employees look for in a leader within an organization would be the following. So one, for example, would be hope. So they're looking to you as the leader of the company to give them some hope, to give them something that they can work towards to, with it, setting a small milestone that they can achieve. But they're looking for you just to provide that direction. And yes, there will be hurdles in the road, but you giving the roadmap in terms of how will you overcome those hurdles and what needs to be done. Because it's during times like this that not everybody's going to know what to do and how to do it. So they're looking towards you as a leader to provide that direction. And true leaders will step out and they will do it. They'll come up with a plan and they'll give some direction to the employees. The other one is honest communication. At times, we are not always going to have all of the information. And it's okay to tell employees, I don't have all of the information. This is what I know. This is what I want to share with you. And I think by you showing your vulnerable side, they will respect you more. They will be there to help you also to look at how we can navigate those hurdles, how together as an organization we can get through to the other end of whatever we're going through, whatever that crisis might be. People also deal with crisis in a different way. And it's important for us as leaders to understand, how do I know what my employees need when? And that you can do is by asking for feedback, going to them and say, what are you struggling with? What do I need you to help you with? And sometimes you as a leader might not again have all of that answers, but more importantly, you would know somebody in your team that would be able to reach out to that employee and see how you can provide assistance. Think of it as you throwing out a life buoy to someone and helping to bring them to shore. Again, you're providing that safety net for them, and they're looking at in terms of how can you help them to not drown, if I can use that word. And I think more importantly, as I said in my previous video clip I did a couple of days ago, it comes back to celebrating successes. It doesn't matter in terms of how small those successes are. It comes back in terms of how can you help your employees and how can you show them what has been achieved. And it doesn't matter when you do that. It can be at any time during a period. Don't wait for a big time to say, oh, we're going to celebrate the success now. If it's a small win, celebrate those small successes with them. And it comes back to the video clip I did the other day as well. Especially the times that we are in now, how can we do that? And it comes back to using technology. It comes back to staying in contact with employees. It comes back to whether you do it. And I think there's a strategy that you actually need to look at. Yes, people take in information through different means. Some people would prefer the visual contact. So look at doing lives with them. So in terms of whether you do it via Zoom, whether you do it via your team meeting video calls, look at having that sessions with them. Then there are others who would want to go back and read things. So send out an email, and this could just be a follow-up in terms of what was said during the visual call that you had with your employees. Because for some people, they want to go back and they want to go and read again, because that kind of gives them a little bit of safety in terms of what they have read. So these are just some points I read within the book that I thought would be things I would like to share with you, and things you can look at implementing within your organization. So to summarize, it would be hope, it would be honest communication with the employees, understand that not everybody deals with crisis in the same way, each one deals with it differently, and knowing how to help them through that crisis, and then looking at in terms of how you can celebrate small wins. I hope you can take this information and implement it, all of the points or a few of the points, one day at a time. It's just, again, taking the baby steps to get there. Wishing you good luck, and for everyone, keep safe, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.